All right, shalom, shalom. First of all, let's give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakwadash. All right, all praises due. Much love to the Rod of Iron family. Hope y'all having a blessed day. And I just want to get into a couple precepts here. And I want to go over encouragement because it is very important that we continue to encourage one another and to lift one another up as we continue to draw closer and closer to the end. You know, because it's we need each other. So I just want to hit a few precepts, and I hope it's edifying to the Ak and Ak out there listening and learning. So the USA Shalom. And so the first precept I want to get here, I want to go over is 1 Thessalonians 5:11. It reads, "Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do." Okay. We have to continue to comfort one another and help one another where we lack, right? Because not everyone is strong in certain subjects and certain things. Okay, so we need to continue to uplift those who are weaker in faith, right? Or who may not understand as much. And it says to comfort yourselves together and edify. You know what I mean? From the smallest thing to the greatest thing. That way we are pleasing. First of all, we're doing it because we want to be pleasing to the Most High, okay? And we want to edify. That way we strengthen our brotherhood. We strengthen this family. That way we you know, that we're not caught off guard because we have each other to lean on, okay? Precept here is Hebrews 10:24. And the reason, let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. Okay? You can continue to read on to 25, but I just got 24. I'm going to read that again. Hebrews 10:24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. Okay? It's important that we this word provoke is you know, it's to rouse up, okay? Because we need that. We need that. And you'll understand that once you talk to brothers and you ask questions, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you doing? What, you know, how's the family doing? Or you know, is there anything you need? And you know, whatever those things may be, that way you can conjure up conversations. And then once you do that, you're able to give support if it's needed. You know what I'm saying? And so it's important that we reach out to one another as often as we can, right? And comfort one another in these things, okay? Let's see, I got 1 Corinthians 14:26. And it reads, "How is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath a interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying." So we're all coming to the table basically with different things, different talents, different gifts. Why? It's for edifying. It is not for jealousy, okay? We're not to be jealous of our brothers or sisters because they have a talent that we may not have, okay? We can't do that. Okay? We're all blessed with certain talents and gifts. And that's why it says, I'm going to read it again, 1 Corinthians 14:26. "How is it then, brethren, when you come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying." Okay? Because we're here to edify one another. And we do that by giving props to a brother and thanks to a brother for the gift that he has, or a sister for the gift that she has. You know what I'm saying? We need to do that more. We need to do that more. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, the Most High blessed you with a great talent of A, B, C, or D, whatever it may be. And it's going to come from your spirit in order to do that, to uplift somebody. Like, man, you know what? You do a great job at this. Or, you know what? I like the way you do this. You know what? I like the way she does this. It helps me, and I'm thankful that the Most High blessed you with that, because that's a beautiful work. You know what I'm saying? Edifying. Build your family up in the things that they know how to do. Whether it be something small, it could be the smallest thing, whatever. You know, they're a good gardener. You know what I mean? They know how to cook very well. Whatever it is, that's where you build them up, man. You continue to build them up in the things that they know how to do. That's how you strengthen that's how you strengthen the family, okay? Let us listen to our brother and sister when they have a message to give, even if you don't quite understand it. Let them get it out. Be a good listener. Listen. Okay, that's what we need to do more of, is listen. And sometimes you can have a brother or sister speak, and it ain't really much that you got to say. But in order for them to release it and get it out, it's helpful. Okay, it's helpful. It's going to be helpful. And then you give your feedback, or you give whatever you're going to say. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be able to be a good listener and not interrupt, and be able to grasp what they're going through. You know what I mean? So, and that's a part of edifying. So we want to continue to do that. Ephesians 4:29, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to you, to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. That it may minister grace unto the hearers. What you say, your communication, your actions, okay, will produce grace to the one who is hearing it. They're going to trust you more. They're going to depend on you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we want. We want our family to depend on us, on the body. Not all these outside, these heathens and whatnot, or these 2/3 who really don't have the right message. And not saying that people don't have good words to say, but when it's based off of spirituality, we have to depend on the body only, man. That's it. All the other stuff is superficial, the surface stuff. Okay, we can take that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to this walk, when it comes to trying to please the Most High, we have to make sure that the body is strong. And the only way to do that is to depend on one another, but do it gracefully. Be a good listener, right? And build one another up. So, let's see here. Let's get Hebrews 10:25, and it reads, for not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. Okay? I'm gonna read that again. Hebrews 10:25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together. Right? So we want to make sure that we are and kind of stay present and with one another, right? And yes, we can't really be together physically. Well, some of us can, but you know, for the majority, we can't, because we're scattered abroad due to the curses. We understand that. But through the technology that the Most High created, right? Through the technology that has been given to us, we can communicate on a better level. So, you know, calling one another, you know, whatever it's FaceTime, whatever it may be. That's why we have the Discord and whatnot, to just uplift one another. And we are assembling ourselves together in that manner, even though it's through a technical way, majority of the time. But we get the understanding of that. All right. So we want to make sure that, you know, we can make ourselves available when we can. You know what I mean? And yes, we have work, we got family, we got so many things, but if we can make time, and it's important to try to make time for assembling to one another. You know what I mean? Whether that, like I say, phone calls, text message, you know, Zoom, whatever it may be. All right. Because So when we do that, we are sharpening one another. We are holding ourselves accountable, but the ox and aquath out there are holding us accountable as well. Like, all right, I can depend on him. She can depend on me and whatnot. And it strengthens our family. And the precept I have from that is Proverbs 27:17, and it reads, "Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend." Right? That's how we stay sharp. You know what I mean? Pointing things out to one another if we see it or if we hear it or whatnot, and just continuously showing that love to one another, because that's love right there. That's showing love. So we want to make sure we continue to do that. Let's see here, Colossians 3:16, and it reads, "Let the word of Yahweh dwell in you richly, in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord." And this is really a great precept, because it's an edifying precept, because we all love music. We love music. We enjoy music. And the right song can lift the brother up, lift the sister up. You know what I'm saying? Have them, keep them on keep them on that straight and narrow, keep them focused, just by songs. Okay, just by a cool melody. You know what I mean? Something that they can hum and they memorize, and in that, because it's teachings within the songs, and so that's a form of ministering. It's just through songs. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a great thing that we got the Rod of Iron production, because that brings forth that spiritual teaching through songs. Okay, it's teaching through songs, and so it's a good thing to get on there and listen to songs. You know what I mean? To uplift one another as well. So let's see here. The precept I got here is Romans 15:1, and it reads, "We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves." That's a great precept. I'll read that again. Romans 15:1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak. So those who are stronger in faith, right, can bear the infirmities of those who are not so strong. We can take on that extra portion, and that's how we strengthen those who are weaker in the faith. Like the scripture says, roughly paraphrasing, right? Everyone has been given a portion of faith. Everybody doesn't have the same level of faith, man, and we can't expect them to, because it's not up to them. It has to be given. And so those who are stronger in the faith support those who are less in the faith, whatever those things may be. Okay, and it's not because we are stronger in the faith. Yeah, we know scriptures. Yeah, we do this, not to puff up ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And we're not to please ourselves in that. And that's what the scripture says at the end of that. Romans 15:1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves. Okay? We need to take on, more, because we know more, or those who may know more. And I'm not speaking to myself, I know more. I'm just saying. I have a lot of struggles. You know what I'm saying? I do. And that's something that I need to work on too. You know what I mean? Is reaching out more. And sometimes there's certain things that I want to reach out and say, but sometimes I just hide it in because I do, and I know that's not good to do. So that's something that I need to work on as well. So let's see here. I'm gonna get one more precept, two more precepts, and I'll be done. Ephesians 4:11, and it reads, "And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers." I didn't want to read that one because I don't have the rest of that salat. But I will read Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time. Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So that's what goes back to the reaching out and trying to talk to a brother or sister as best you can. You're not going to always get in contact with people because we're in captivity. We understand that, okay? But do the best that you can to exhort one another daily, if you can, even if it's through text or whatever it may be. Call them, leave a message. You know what I'm saying? Those little things help out a lot, and they go a long way. So I hope this lesson was edifying, and just something for us to think about, remind ourselves of the things we're already doing it, but continue to do it, because that's what preaching is, right? To say over and over again. So I hope it's edifying. I hope it wasn't too redundant, but I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a blessed day, and let's continue to petition the Most High daily to continue to press his foot forward down on this wicked place, so we can take our rightful place as kings. All right, so much love. Love y'all, and hope y'all have a good day. So next time I say shalom.